One of the instances that proves that back rank is not as strong as you think it might be just because there's two rooks protecting black king is this one. The best move by the white player is incredible, which is queen to b7. So here what we're doing is we're piling up the pressure on the back rank and exploiting the fact that the black player cannot take the queen because rook e8 check. It's going to be checkmate. The black player will just put the rook in between and then the queen in between the king, and then you'll take both. And there's no escape because even if, I don't know, queen to d8, protecting the back rank even more, the queen can just go to f7 and then checkmate next move, obviously. And if the rook moves away anywhere, then you're simply winning anyway. In this example, it's pretty similar. We have two pieces attacking the square e8, and we just want to checkmate from there. But the problem is that black has a queen that puts more defense over e8, so the best move for white is rook to d1. This is going to deflect the queen, and there's no escape. If the queen takes, then you've got queen sacrificing e8, and then checkmate. And if the queen moves away, then this doesn't change anything, because rook check, queen has to take, and then checkmate to follow. This example is amazing. Here, again, there's a weakness on the back rank. So what's the best move for white? Here you got to look at the threats as you can make. If you can make more threats, and you can threaten two things at the same time at least, then the opponent will be in trouble. The best move here is rook to e7, which is amazing. Because, again, there's a problem in the back rank. If the rook takes the rook in d7, then this is checkmate. The black player then is forced to ask himself a question. He cannot really take the rook, any of the rooks. So what can he do? He will have to do something. So let's say black king. Then in that case we exploit the back rank with weakness with this move check. And if the king moves, then this is checkmate. And if the king instead goes the other way, then check, king moves, and then check. King has to move again, and now this is checkmate. Again, a back rank that didn't really seem weak because it's so well protected by many pieces, but it actually was. This example is important. It's still about back rank weakness, but it's also about Zugzwang. So here the black pawn is attacking the rook, and our king is attacking this rook. So simplifying is pointless because taking the rook means that black takes the rook, and by the time you take this pawn and then you take the other pawn, then the black player will also take our pawn, and there's going to be a draw. So the best move here is a move that allows us to keep the threat of the weak back rank, but also still allows us to keep threatening the rook. So the best move is rook to b7. We're going to stay on this file. We're not going to give a check because then black player can go back with the rook. It's pointless. So how is the back rank weak? You can argue that black can still defend the back rank with the rook, but then you've got this checkmate in h7. So yes, it is a weak back rank. And can black do anything else? Well, nothing really saves the black player the rook, so you can just take it with the king. And if the rook goes anywhere else, well, the checkmate is unavoidable from the back rank. So the last example, which is not very different from the previous ones, not too much at least, but it's just there to consolidate the knowledge about recognizing weaknesses in the back rank, is going to be the following puzzle. So here you got the weakness of rook to d8. This is a weakness because black is only guarding it with one square. So it's white to move. And what's the best move? The best move is make the back rank weaker. So queen to b7. Forcing the queen away from the square where she's protecting the 8. And there's no way out of this because we're attacking the rook as well. So if the rook goes back, for example, you can just trade pieces and then you are attacking the square. If instead the black player just does rook c6, just doesn't do anything because you're still going to be able to reach the rank after swapping pieces.